everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Bears going up against the Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. First carry for Isaiah Crowell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and it'll be first down Atlanta. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Kristen Michael. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And with this offense, one guy to key in on defensively is Kevin White.
Had to battle injuries at the start of his career, but boy, he's ready to fulfill his promise. An absolute beast downfield.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now Glennon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Glennon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackle.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here we go now. Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue, number.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. Here's a give to Crowell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Falcons a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On play action, they'll throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's brought down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Now Glennon. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Glennon. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And his throw here's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The safety Calvin Pryor is there on the tackle.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Falcons. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This is Isaiah Crowell, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Past the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse, and we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Calvin Pryor's exactly what you're looking for in a safety who polices the middle of the field.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. They'll run it here with Michael. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Out out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
On the ground, it's Michael. And he stopped immediately there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker, but I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety, kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And he fields it cleanly. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But last time we're just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run with Crowell, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Glennon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Glennon. He completes it right side to White. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front. And an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the two defensive tackles in a four-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. They'll set up to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Watch left. Stop right there. Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action to throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We got three.
So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. To throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch 81, watch 81. Single. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and it's 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Glennon going down the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
And the defense has it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now parking for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll try Michael on the right side. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go.
Now Glennon. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So 1 yard to go here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up.
On third down, it's Michael. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size?
Fresh set of downs here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
No. Check. Patriots.
Glennon. He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game. Game long, the pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
This is Crowell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Here we go now.
Now it's Crowell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 21, and the Falcons are going to get a first in the red zone this time. That one looks like he'll throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Now that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.